Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early April 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Aries collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. What do you got for us, Aries, in Aries season, might I add? It's a beautiful time of year. Let's see what energies, messages, insights we could take a little peek at. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Aries, gang. What does the universe have for us? What's the vibe? And while we get this first card out, I just want to wish each and every one of my fellow Aries out there a very happy birthday, whether it's still coming up, whether it's recently passed. I hope you have a great one, and it's going to be an awesome year ahead. I feel it in my bones. But let's get it going here. Okay, so we're starting off here with a pretty positive card. It does link to page energy to me, which could be great for new things, new endeavors. But there's a lot of little themes here. Yeah, there's creativity. It could be conversational too. So there's a lot happening. There's a lot of energy, which makes sense to me. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more in depth about this card. So as you can see, we have this young individual here wearing that cap. They have the little yin yang, so it's a very balanced type of energy. They're playing what looks to be a lute, and there's like a rainbow coming out of it. So for some Aries, maybe the creative juices are flowing. You might be a good idea person in this time. So whether it's business ideas or just ideas in general, there's a strong pull to creativity. And that could be good for you for a variety of different reasons, whether it is work, whether it's problem solving. Thinking outside of the box is huge when I see this card. Pardon me. Now, since this is page-like energy to me, I always say pages are students, pages are messengers. They're new and they're fresh. So now's a great time to start new things, start new ventures, endeavors, learning new things, picking up information. But pages could also be a little bit chatty. So there might be some importance placed around communication, whether it's one that's coming in, one that's being discussed right now. So we'll just have to see. We'll put the page over there. That gives me Page of Pentacles vibes, but we'll let him chill and keep playing his lute. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card there, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness. Let's shuffle it up one time here for Aries, gang. See what we got. And while we shuffle up, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled An Important Warning, and energy felt like it was all over the place. Most definitely felt like a lay low type of week. So just know that energy could bleed over for a couple weeks. And I will say this, there's been like towers and stuff that I've been seeing the past couple weeks. So I hope everything's cool. I hope they've been good towers. But to me, the energy just felt a little volatile, like all around. So we're going to hope for something better this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards here for Aries, gang. In early April, what's happening? Let's get these cards out nice and quick for my good friends. What do we have in early April? Thank you. Okay. I mean, these 2 cards popped out together. One is awesome. We have the 6 of Wands that's starting us off. Usually I love this card. So this could be really good. And it, usually points towards something really going your way. But the only thing that's confusing me here is we have the 8 of Cups right next to it. It's like, should I or shouldn't I? Should I do this or should I not? Should I stay? Should I go? And I'm not going to get too far into it just yet, but it's like 2 different extremes of energy. Let's get one more. Let's get one more. I mean, it could just be action. That's one thing with both of those cards that they share in common. They're both moving. They're both making moves. And we have the Star card. So there's definitely more positive here than challenge, at least in the initial part of the reading. I guess it depends on what you're going through. Mileage may vary, but the Star card is one of my favorites. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. But at first glance, we have a lot of little themes starting to emerge here. Now, I always look at the elements first. I feel like it's very important because it tells us how the energy is moving in different areas. We have fire, which is the realm of passion. It's a very complementary energy for us Aries. It's the realm of action, motivation, that internal flame within us. We have water, which is the realm of emotion, feeling, creativity, and we do have some air. Even though this one has a lot of water here, that's Aquarius energy, and they are an air sign, so that's logical, thought-based. So these could be different things showing up here. It could be different aspects of the same thing. The one thing that I love, though, the Six of Wands and the Star card are very, very positive. So I feel like if you go into something with a sense of optimism, it's like you can't lose. That's initially what I'm feeling. But let's go through each one piece by piece and really start to build it out. So position number one, we are starting with the Six of Wands, one of my favorite cards. And I always say the Six of Wands is complete and total victory. It's coming out on top. So again, if the energy's been a little hectic for you recently, to me, it's like, no, you're gonna come out on top with this. You're gonna do what needs to be done, or it's just something going your way. Complete and total victory, and this is great. Now, this card does represent gaining attention, and which makes sense, especially for us Aries. Even if you're not really knowledgeable about astrology, there's a lot of stuff happening in our constellation. And when I see the Six of Wands, it's like I'm getting a lot of attention. So whether this is at work, whether this is with other people, it's like eyes are on you. Okay, so this is one of my cards of observing. So whether it's someone watching you or you watching someone else, this card could be that. But usually I think of being celebrated, getting recognition for the things that you've done. Now, a little challenge that I'm picking up here, especially as we move to the second card, is, the Six of Wands is great. It's a card of recognition, like I said, but we also have the Eight of Cups. Watch out for feeling unappreciated in this time. For some Aries, regardless of the situation that you're dealing with, it's like, it doesn't matter what I do. It's like, I'm not being appreciated. So it's giving me an energy of like, if I don't get the proper appreciation, I'm going to go. That's a small little message for some of you, but we have the Eight of Cups in the center. Now, I always say it's a neutral card. It's never, super challenging or super bad. A lot of people do say it's a card of leaving, walking away from something. In its roughest sense, it could be giving up on things. That's why I see the Six of Wands. Yeah, great, this looks good. Why would you give up on it? Why would you stop putting effort into it unless there was something about appreciation? So watch out for things like that. Now, it could just be moving towards something. Like, remember, it's a neutral card. It's not always abandoning things. It's not always walking away from things. When I see the Six of Wands moving into the Eight of Cups, it's like, this is my path. This is my journey. This is the direction I'm going in. So again, there could be something coming towards you quick. Something could be coming in hot, or you could be moving towards something quickly. It is a strong action card. So we like the Eight of Cups until a clarifier tells us otherwise. But that first little thing I was intuitively feeling, just watch out for not feeling appreciated. I don't know why that's coming up, but it is. Now, moving to the back end, we have the Star card. Beautiful. Now, for a portion of you, you might be connected to an Aquarius whenever this card is here. If you don't have any prominent Aquarians in your life, the Star to me is wish fulfillment. It's happiness. So it's like we got the Six of Wands and the Star. It's like this energy looks great. One thing I always say about the Star, it looks at a big journey, a big swath of time. So not just today, not just tomorrow, not even just this week. We could be talking years down the line when the Star is here. It's like a light at the end of the tunnel. It's hopeful. It's optimistic. So when we see this energy, it's like keep moving with optimism. You need to be thinking best case scenario. Don't drown yourself in pessimistic thoughts in this time, because for some of us Aries, there could be a propensity to go the other way, right? And start thinking in negatives like, oh, this is never going to happen. This is never going to go my way. I feel like you need to keep a very optimistic mindset when the Star is here. Now, the challenge with the Star is it is a card that might need a little bit of patience or a little bit of work, where it's like not right now, not right this second. But it can also be someone that's losing hope in things or giving up. So there is this little undertone in the reading of like losing steam with something, or just saying, you know what? I'm not going to put a lot of energy into this, which I don't think would be the right road just yet. But I want to dive deeper on all of it, Aries. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Let's get a good shuffle here. Let's see what we have for Aries gang. What's happening in early April? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on this Six of Wands. Let's see what's happening. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Aries, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Six of Wands time. What's happening? What do we got here for us? Quick multiple paths, multiple options. For some of you, it might just be about like picking, choosing, and doing, where it's like, okay, like even if you don't feel like it, even if you don't know it, there might be more opportunities for something to really go your way than you think. And there is this energy of keeping a positive, optimistic mindset, regardless of the current circumstances. Your current circumstance is not the final destination, right? I always say that your current situation is not your final destination. Super important. I like the Seven of Cups. I call this card the menu board of life whenever it shows up, because we see this person, they're chilling, they're looking at all the different paths, all the different options. With the Six of Wands in this, again, it could be a massive energy of victory, having multiple ways and avenues to reach a certain goal. So to me, it's like, listen, you're not on a one-way street here. You have multiple ways to accomplish something that you want. But again, this card could be very imaginative, daydreamy, a little fantasizing. So it's like, don't limit yourself, don't limit your beliefs, don't limit yourself. Keep a very positive mindset for whatever reason. I feel like it's extra important, and especially with what I know about what's going on astrologically right now, all the different things that are in Aries, all the focused energy. If you stay positive, you have a really great path forward and multiple avenues to victory here. So really, really good. Let's keep moving though, because that is just a little hint of advice. I feel like it's great. Huge card for manifesting. So it's looking good. Let's see how it turns out. Let's go in on that Eight of Cups. Let's go in on that Eight of Cups here. So beautiful, victorious energy here. And again, for a lot of you, you might be gaining a little more attention than you normally do, like more eyes on you. So let's get in on the Eight of Cups, see what that has. So really want to get to the Star as well. Thank you. Okay. Stopping something before it even gets off the ground could be possible, where it's like, no, I did, but now I don't. It's like giving me that kind of vibe where it's like, yeah, I tried it, I don't really like it, I might want to make a switch or a change. So for some Aries, like you might just be in the mode of mindset to call an audible, where it's like, okay, I thought this was the move, but maybe it's not. So there is this energy of somebody possibly saying, you know, I give up on this. Right now, I feel it's good to keep an optimistic mindset moving forward. You know, the Ten of Swords could represent endings. It can be tough. Okay, so there could be various chapters in life that are coming to a culmination. There could be certain things coming to a close. But when we go from the Six of Wands and the Seven of Cups, aside from the ending message here, when I see the Eight of Cups, Ten of Swords, it's like, yeah, I'm going to end this, or yeah, I'm not going to try any longer. I'm going to pick a different route. So to me, that's the big thing. If you're not dealing with chapters closing or different endings, it's like, I'm gonna stop this, or I'm gonna make a big change. I'm gonna make a really drastic change before it could even get off the ground. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Again, depends on your situation. Mileage may vary, but it's like I dipped my toe. I thought it was good. Maybe it's not. Let's keep moving. Let's go in on the Star. We'll see what's up with that. And listen, sometimes things don't work out, right? Sometimes certain ideas, they don't get off the ground. Sometimes certain people, we just don't mix. So if there is something where it's just not working or it's just not right for you, that's fine. But to me, I feel there could be a potential for some Aries to give up on something before it reaches its full maturation. Let's go in on the Star. Let's see what's up with the Star here. And then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadows. So why is the Star in the mix? Eight of Wands, great long-term potential regardless. That's what this feels like to me. So just know some of the situations you're going through right now, they're not going to pull back from your overall purpose. For some of you, there could be some really fantastic news coming in for you. Like the energy on the extreme ends are absolutely beautiful. When I see the Star and the Eight of Wands, this is an energy. It's fiery, it's hot, it's explosive, it's fast, it's coming in quick. Now, it is one of the cards of communication. So whenever we see the Eight of Wands, yeah, it could be a talk of some kind, especially with the Star. Maybe you speak with someone and they make you feel better about something, or they lift you up in some sort of way. That could be really good, especially in short term, but I'm going to keep it moving. That's the energy. So for some Aries, regardless of where you're at in a story, in a journey, Spirit could just be telling you, like, Aries, keep it moving. That's how we're built, right? We're the first zodiac sign. We're meant to keep it pushing. Okay, don't be reckless, but keep it moving. Don't stagnate, if that makes sense. But I love this energy here on the back end. I really do. And regardless of the trials and tribulations you might be experiencing or have recently experienced, it's like, listen, in the end, you have beautiful energy here. So I like it. There's victorious, win-based type of energy. There's wish fulfillment. It's just that we have this little speed bump in the middle. But let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadow card. Very interesting the way the energy showed up this week. But if you kindly look in the box, we start great. We start fantastic. We have the Six of Wands with the Seven of Cups. Now, I did say keep a very positive, optimistic mindset in this time. Super important. You might have more options and routes to a good outcome than you believe. So even if you feel like it's, I'm kind of locked into this, or might not be much going on, there might not be much out there, I don't believe it. I feel like there's more paths for you. Great energy of creativity, but like I said, beautiful, victorious type of energy. Moving to the center, we do have the Eight of Cups with the Ten of Swords. So some of us in this time, we might want to end certain things or or make a drastic or big change where it's like, you know what? Tried it, don't like it, let's do something else. It doesn't feel flaky to me, but I do feel for some areas there could be a possibility to end something before it could really get off the ground. So watch out for that. Moving to the back end, we have the Star with the Eight of Wands. This could be really great news. Again, beautiful wish fulfillment. So it's like we have a positive energy sandwich going on here with just a little speed bump in the center. It's okay. So whether it's a change or a shift of energy, it's all right. I feel like whether this is somebody that lifts your spirits and makes you feel good, I feel like the long-term energy is fantastic here. So great stuff. Please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. What do we got for Aries gang in the shadows, please? And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing. So let's get your one. And if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel. I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this shadow card going. What do we got? Thank you. Nice and quick. Okay, Five of Pentacles. So watch out for isolation in this time for whatever reason. I do feel for some areas it might be beneficial or good for you to do a little socializing. Again, I'm not saying all of you are in hermit mode, all of you are loners. For a portion of you, the Five of Pentacles, it could represent possibly missing someone, longing for something, longing for someone. It could be any of those things. But this is one of my cards of the loner, right? So in this time, make sure you're not isolating too much. So whether it's going to see friends or family or just getting out for a while, I feel it's very important for us to socialize in this time whenever I see the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, the big thing. Watch money as well. That's another little message that could come out when this card is in the shadows. For some of you, it could be someone missing you. So there could be a very specific person that you might want to reach out to, because it's like the energy could be tugging at you a little bit here. But I don't feel like it's necessarily too rough. It's just more about getting out of your shell in one way or another. So Aries, we're going to put that down over there. That's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the April subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me and get a little further insight into your situation, you can check out my digital calendar on my website, mastermetaphysics.com. The April calendar is up, so feel free to go check it out and book. But for the April subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies, not 2, of one of my favorite decks of all time, the Gilded Tarot Royale. It's a gorgeous deck and it works fantastic. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, if you could pick one tarot card to best describe you, which one would it be? Are you the Empress? Are you the High Priestess? Are you the Emperor, the Moon, the Sun? You put your answer down in the comments, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.